Hi, my name is Josee. I'm a certified emotion code practitioner, and I have been certified since 2017. And today I want to talk about what is the emotion code. So before I start explaining what the emotion code is about and what trapped emotions are and how to release them and all of that, I need to talk about one very important fact, and it's the fact that everything is energy. Everything, you're made of energy, I'm made of energy. The chair that I'm sitting on right now is energy. There's energy all around me. Our thoughts or energy are made of energy, and so are our emotions. Emotions are energy. So when you experience an emotion, when you feel any sort of emotion, positive or negative, there's the energy of the emotion is like a ball of energy. And in the best world, when you express your emotions in a healthy way, then the energy of the emotion is going to pass by and go on its merry way and get automatically released, because emotions are neither good or bad. It's normal to experience emotions. It's part of the human experience, but we don't want to hold on to them, and we don't want to end up trapping the energy of the emotion in our body. So how does that happen? So when you experience an emotion, and there are different reasons why the energy of the emotion could end up being trapped in your body. And I'll give you some examples. If you are judging yourself, let's say you're angry and you think that it's wrong to be angry and you shouldn't be angry, so you're judging the fact that you're angry, you're likely to end up trapping the emotion of anger because you're judging yourself. Or if you are just like not even acknowledging how you are feeling, you suppress the emotion, you don't even like acknowledge that it, whatever it is that you're feeling, you don't want to acknowledge that that's what you're feeling. Sometimes you don't want to even to admit to yourself what you're feeling. Like, those are different examples. Or if something is like just so too intense that you cannot process it fully. Sometimes, I'm sure it happened to you, where you would feel something and it's just like so much, it's so intense that you need to sit with the emotion, you need to think about it, you need to sort it through. Like, that's more likely in cases like that, you're more likely to end up trapping the emotion in your body. So like I said before, an emotion is like a ball of energy. It could be the size of like a fist, or it could be like bigger like this. What ends up happening oftentimes is you end up creating, there's a weakness in your body that's already there, because emotions have been being trapped like again and again in the same location, which tends to happen when the weakness is already present. Like, over time, it starts to really disrupt the tissues that are around the location where the emotions have been lodged. And that's when you start having problems because of your emotion. You don't necessarily have a physical issue the day you trap an emotion. It could be years down the line. So emotions are linked to all sorts of problems. Like, trapped emotions can cause physical issues, mental issues, emotional issues, behavioral issues. It could block your abundance. It could cause all sorts of different issues. And there are things where, like certain things, where it's literally 100% caused by emotions. 100%, certain things. And there are the things that are more physical, that maybe don't have 100% trapped emotions at their root cause, but it could be easily 70, 80, 90% caused by trapped emotions. So knowing how to identify trapped emotions and release them is a really helpful thing to know how to do. And this is what the emotion code is all about. It's a simple system that allows to identify quickly, like in as little as 1 minute, you could identify a trapped emotion and then you could release it. So how the process goes is, like, usually there'll be some sort of question you ask, and because you want to you want to release trapped emotion because you want to help something in particular. Let's say, like I gave the example of knee pain before, you want to release the trapped emotion that are associated with the knee pain. So what you're going to want to know is what trapped emotions are causing this knee pain. So how can you ask this questions like that and get an answer from your subconscious mind? So the way it works, like your subconscious mind or the subconscious mind of the person that you're helping, um, it knows everything about you, everything you've ever done, ever felt, ever thought, ever seen, ever heard, like everything. It's all stored in your subconscious mind. So there's a way to communicate with the subconscious mind and get answers, and it's through what's called muscle testing. And muscle testing is a way to ask a question and have certain muscles of your body. You could use muscle testing in all sorts of ways using different muscles, and then get an answer, a yes answer or a no answer, which means the question has to be answered by yes or no. So the way that the emotion goal works is there's a chart of emotion. I don't know if you could see well. There's a chart of emotion that has 60 emotions on it, and they are in 2 columns and 6 rows. So if I ask a question, let's say I have knee pain, and I ask a question like, what is there a trapped emotion that is contributing to or causing this knee pain? And I'm going to use muscle testing. And if the answer is yes, my fingers, like with this method, the ring and ring method, if the answer is yes, it's going to get locked. If the answer is no, it's going to, go right through. So if I ask, is there a trapped emotion that is causing knee pain? Well, because I don't have knee pain, I have the answer is no. But if instead I ask, is my name Josee? My name is Josee, so I get a yes answer. A yes answer. If I ask, is my name Natalie? My name isn't Natalie, so I get a no. So that's how I use this chart. I'll ask if, let's say you're my client and you're the one with knee pain and your name is Tom. I would ask, is there a trapped emotion causing pain in the knee for Tom? And usually I'll get a yes answer because we're working on a problem. So likely, yeah, there are trapped emotion causing it. And then I'll ask, is the emotion column A? I'll get a yes or a no. If I get a yes, it's column A. Now I know it's one of the 30 in column A. The next question I'll ask is it on an odd row? Is it on an even row? And then very, very quickly, I'll find which column, which row, and then ask in each of the column row. There's 5 emotions, and I'll track down which exact emotion it is. And then the next thing I'll ask is, do we need to know when it occurred, like the approximate age, and it's give or take a year. And I'll get a yes or no answer to this. Most of the time, yes, we need to know the age, especially in the beginning. Then I'll ask for the age. I'll track down the age by asking questions, like, is it before 30 years old, for whatever, quickly I'll find the age. And then I ask, do we need to know more? And now, after I know the emotion, I know the age, I would say that probably 99% of the time, we don't need to know more. So that means we are ready to release the emotion. And how we do that, the way that has been taught by Dr. Bradley Nilsson, who is the founder of this method, the emotion code, the way that he's teaching to do it is to use a magnet. And this is actually a fridge magnet with the chart on the other side. And to pass the magnet like over the governing meridian. The governing meridian goes from here all the way down. So you could do it on the back. If you're doing on someone else, you could run it down their back. But if you're doing it on yourself, or if I do it for someone who's not with me and I'm being their proxy, then I'll do that on me. And you do it 3 times, and that's as simple as that. But it's not really the magnet that does the clearing. Let's be clear here. The magnet is an amplifier for your intention. The intention to clear the emotion is what really does the clearing. And that is why I don't use a magnet anymore. I haven't used a magnet in some years. I forget exactly how long it's been. I just use my intention. I went from using a magnet to eventually using my fingers because we are magnetic. And then my fingers were doing it to eventually just using my intention alone. And that's it. It's as simple as that. So in a minute or two, depending on how many questions I need to ask, I'll have identified an emotion and cleared it. So this is what the emotion code is. So in the next video, I'll talk about something that is typically made of trapped emotion that is called the heart wall.